Thank you, Madhu Didi. Thank you, Janvi. Madhu Didi, all cause of you.
Hi, Bhavna.
Hi, Meenakshi. I can't see you.
Is it coming up blurred or is it saying connecting?
No, it's black. Yeah, it's kind of connecting.
Okay, let's see. Let's get started, and I hope it gets okay because even in the last performance, I had some connectivity issues. Okay. Bhavna, before I say anything else, I must say it was an excellent presentation, right from the
Thank you.
starting where you spoke about, the dances, the way you have dressed up, your costume for the performance, the way you've done up the stage, and the transition between your introduction of the dance to the performance. Everything was top notch. I must appreciate you on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Bhavna, for giving all of us such a lovely presentation. For
Thank
those
you for
who,
inviting me, and thank you to all the dancers who actually told me that I must do it. And I was actually not wanting to because I thought there was no time. As you know, when you are outside country, you really get, I mean, you don't really end up practicing as much as when you are under a guru or when you are in India. So,
right,
but it was
right.
really a good experience.
Right, right. Yes, we will come to the details of those things. I just want to say to people who have joined in for the first time that Bhavna just performed as part of Anupadam, and Anupadam is an online initiative by Nithyananda to keep all of us dancers occupied and give us a stage, more importantly, during this lockdown to practice and present our art. The
Meenu, just sorry to interrupt. Would you like to exit and come back because
yeah,
you're
let me
almost
try that out.
blurred? Yes. Can you send me the request? Maybe that will help.
Hi, Bhavna, is it any better now?
No, I still can't see.
More time. How about now? Can you see
Yes,
me? Okay, great.
I can see you now.
I'm so glad it's better now. Okay,
Yes.
okay, wonderful. Yeah, and okay, let's get into the conversation straight away. I don't see any comments though. Are you able to see the comments?
Yes, I can see the comments.
Okay, I think it's coming up for me now. All right. We are open for questions. Feel free to post your questions. Meanwhile, I'll ask Bhavna some of my questions. So, Bhavna, a lot of things, right? Because you are a student of Nityantar all the way from Qatar, right? And I think
Yes,
even when you were in India, you were based out of Mumbai, not Bangalore. So how did your journey
yes.
with Nityantar start, and how have you kept it up till date, being so far away from India?
So it's only 3 years that I'm in Qatar right now. I met Madhu Didi when I first went to Bangalore for Odissi International. I was previously under Guru Srimati Asha Nambiar from Bombay. And then in 2014, I met Didi during Odissi International, actually 2013. And then one day we just had a long conversation for like an hour or so, where I actually felt that, it's okay to explore and, go to another guru, you know. So I took permission of my guru, obviously. And I was under my teacher as well as Didi also. And then eventually it happened that Aditi Mirvankar, who is also my friend and she's also a teacher, we decided to call Didi for a workshop in Bombay. So like, as you know, Didi is always like really very busy. So she said, I'm going to come only for 4 days. So we said, Didi, but we have to take you all over the Bombay. So with teaching, how are we supposed to go? So we lived in Aditi's house. I stayed in Aditi's house, and there was one more friend who was Aditi's cousin, and all her students. So I was not a teacher then. So Didi came in there. So morning, as you know, everybody knows, 6:30, wake up, do your chow, do your exercise, and it was crazy. I mean, and then after that, we have to see Bombay. So after the practices, we used to be like, going out and all. So that was a connection. And before that, I forgot to tell you, I'm sorry. Before that, we came to Bangalore for 10 days where we stayed at Didi's house and eating Shanti Didi's food and stuff. And, it was crazy. Like Didi always says, maintain your weight. But I said, if you're going to feed us so much, how are you expecting us to maintain weight? So those 10 days, first 2 days when Didi made us do Tribhanga and Chowk, next day, me and Aditi couldn't wake up. We said, Didi, we have to sleep. But obviously, that is not an option when at Nithyananda. So our bonding kind of, built in like that. And Didi coming in here. And then we were there with Didi. She was with us. As you know, Didi performed at NCPA and other festivals in Bombay. So though we both, like me and my friend, are not connected to Didi and with her as much as y'all are. And I always tell Aditi, I'm so jealous of them. They are always getting to be with her. But obviously, it's just a joke. But whenever, like last, I met her in this September, when I had gone to Mysore for my yoga training. And obviously, I stayed with her and I met her there. So on and off, I'm under her shelter and try to be as much as I can. And obviously now online, so it's more better for me.
Right. And, you just mentioned the point about being away and not like the rest of us, but I don't see that at all in any way. Like, I don't see any effect of that, everything was top notch, and I think you've put in that extra effort, whatever it may have been, to make sure that distance didn't hamper your efforts in any way, right? And I'm sure Didi has also extended her hand.
Yeah, Didi guidance and her blessings, it's, I believe, Guru Bina Gyan Kaha, how it is. So when your Guru is always blessing you, somewhere you will get that energy from her and God. So I believe in that. So maybe.
It's a truly inspiring journey, Bhavna, what you've just summarized for us. We have a question from Paridhi. How does it feel representing our classical art form outside the country? How well is it received by the audience who have never seen these art forms? Any experiences you want to share along these lines?
Yes. Paridhi, over here is Gulf. So Gulf is many like Indians, but more of South Indians. So there has been odissi, like classical here is very vast. If you go to see, even I felt when I came here that classical might not be there, but classical is given very much importance in every school, especially Indian school. You have one form of classical dance, especially Bharatnatyam, because teachers are readily available. All are from Kalamandalam and all. When I came in, I am right now also the only odissi teacher here. Luckily, a dancer called Divya Chaudhary was teaching for a year or so. She had come for work. So she left. And when I came in here, for 2 years, I didn't really want to teach. And I was like, I don't know how perfect I am in teaching odissi. So if I answer to Paridhi's question exactly, the experience of classical is too much over here, but odissi it is not there. So then I started with one student, then two. So right now also I just have 12 students, but I'm very happy that the South Indians who want to always learn Bharatnatyam, my mom was also a Bharatnatyam dancer, I want to say that, are learning Odissi from me. So little by little, I'm trying to do Odissi here, but yes, classical experience over here has been very good. There are very, very, very experienced dancers over here, and we keep having classical shows. Also, here, Bollywood is not really allowed to perform a lot. Okay. So it's only classical and folk dances. When we are doing for embassy events, right now I'm working with Indian Cultural Center, which is under the embassy. So though I'm a Bollywood teacher there, but when performance comes, it's only folk and classical dances.
Interesting. So in class you teach both Odissi and Bollywood.
No, I have separate classes. Bollywood is separate, and Odissi students separate. And if the students want to come, actually, there is a trick to get kids into classical, any form, not only Odissi. I start teaching them Bollywood, and then I get them used to me. And I'm like, okay, now is the time. You're great dancers. Let's learn classical. So at least 5, 6 dances I've turned it that way.
That's nice. Interesting strategy. We have a question from Madhu ma'am. Bhavna, you are enthusiastic, charged up, energetic, and hyperactive always. Does dance help you calm down?
Yes, Didi's question is very interesting. Dance, Odissi dance, helps me calm down a lot. That was one of the reasons of joining classical when I was 10 years old. But when I'm dancing, my personality, that's what people say, is you see that, okay, I'm calm. But when I'm again off to camera, like you can see me right now, I'm again back to normal. So, but yes, Odissi has really built in, you can say, sadhana. I'm a total believer of God, and there's a lot of sadhana. When I want to be calm, I am calm. But Odissi has really helped me, Didi, in becoming calm when I want to, and moreover, more focused. Because a personality like me is always wanting to do a lot of things. But when it comes to Odissi, I am there, like right there, and like I align myself. So yes, to a very, very big extent, you can say 90%, it has definitely helped me.
In what other ways has Odissi helped you?
So as I told you, my mom was a classical dancer, like a proper dancer and a teacher, though she's not dancing now. So she was a Bharatanatyam dancer, and I joined Odissi because it was in my school, luckily.
Okay.
So Odissi, I didn't know. First 3 years, I was just doing because my friends were doing. But after 3 years, I actually started, getting into it. So first step, what it changed in me is I was a total tomboy, a total tomboy. But after 3 years of, knowing Odissi and all, I got that little bit of girly nature, the, adai and stuff. And that is the main thing as a teenager, which has helped me. And obviously, very, very important is fitness, balance, and moreover, mythology. I always tell people I know so much about mythology, not because I read, but because I dance. Be it Dashavatar, be it Ahinila Sahila, be it anything that we learn a lot about mythology, which maybe others cannot.
Right.
A classical dancer will always get that experience. Yes.
Correct. So true. And I think you were telling me that you're also into contemporary and fitness, right? You take classes and around that as well. So how do all of these sync up? How do these help you in each other? In the sense, how does, say, Odissi help you with the contemporary or fitness? How does contemporary help you with Odissi? Like that.
So,
can you give us a perspective?
So when I was back in India, frankly, I was pretty fit into fitness because you get the exposure and the opportunity when you're in India. People feel when we are outside India, they're the lucky ones, but it's not that. Being in India is really a blessing, and I can tell you as an NRI after 3 years. So when I came in here, I literally, this country as a Gulf is very lazed out, they're very, so in first 3 years, I really put on a lot of weight, about 10, 12 kgs. And I lost it, and then I again put on. So I had actually left fitness, Meenakshi, So I will obviously link it up, but I had completely left fitness. So when I left fitness, it affected all my dance forms, be it contemporary, be it Odissi, be it Bollywood. I was just a normal teacher going to the class, just doing for the sake of it and coming back. But recently, somehow, this period of you can say staying at home has really helped me get myself back. Like I'm losing weight, I'm getting back to fitness. And then I'm coming back to my old Bhavna, who wanted to do everything just perfectly. So yes, contemporary has helped a lot in flexibility. That interlinks with Odissi, and Bollywood gives me a lot of stamina and energy. And through Bollywood, if done properly, you get a lot of expressions also, which people fail to understand. But being from Bollywood family, I always say that, Odissi is my soul and Bollywood is my heart. So, so I don't want to say that Bollywood is bad or something, but definitely, and because of classical dance, I went to Mysore to learn yoga. And then again, yoga and classical dance really goes hand in hand. And it's really helping me balance myself or anything. Like, as you said, ma'am asked, calm down. So that has really helped me. So if you interlink, dances have to be done from heart, whatever it is.
So true.
And then, yes, one more very important thing is, as I was not teaching Odissi initially. So, and I'm teaching Bollywood for 22 years now. So I was 10 when I started teaching. So it's really my bread and butter, like Bollywood, contemporary and folk. So it's like my profession, and then passion is Odissi, like that.
But you've clearly established a clear link between all of them, how they all help each other, right? Help in each form. How much time do you spend? Because you do so many things, right? So many different forms. In a given day, how much time do you spend and how does your routine go?
With off late for about 3-4 years when I'm here, I'm just talking about recent times, I really don't give time to practice, and it's really bad on my part. I understand. Initially, I was in a much smaller house. There was no place to move. But somehow when I go online, like social media, and see people dancing in like really small places, that kind of motivated me that like this much space is enough if you want to do it.
Right.
So as I told you that this period has really got me back, which I should have done 3 years ago, but now I'm doing it. I don't regret it because I have come back. So I don't really, Meenakshi, give time, but I have started giving time. So contemporary is something which I choreograph. So I give time that time. Odissi is something I'm learning from Didi now online. And Aditi, my friend, is also a teacher. So I practice with her also.
Okay.
So that way I'm trying to give time. But again, if I'm going to stamp my foot, and then it's going to be a problem. So that is one of the reasons you really can't, do it. But I will definitely.
Right. Yeah, but I think you're figuring out the way through these challenges.
Yes,
right,
I'm kind of figuring it out. Yes.
We have a question from Nista Patra. The kids you teach are of which age group?
Odissi or...
Okay. It's a general question. Maybe you can split it up.
General questions. Okay, so I have kids age group from 4 to 65.
Oh, wow.
So that is for my contemporary Bollywood folk. For Odissi right now, I have a kids age group from 8 to 45.
Okay.
Like it's a mixed batch. Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting how you are establishing that student-teacher bond with such a wide age group, right? I mean, of course, we see that in Nithyananda, but it's heartening to see someone who has also taken that out and kind of established it in your own institute as well.
Yes.
Ashu is a message for you. She's saying, Bhavna, you're one crazy person. And I love your craziness. Must say you are a great person.
Thank you. Thank you. See, I told you, right? I'm known for my craziness all the time.
I'll just read out one more message and I'll come back to that point. Madhu Ma'am has a special message for you. Bhavna, you gave a wonderful performance today. You're a beautiful soul. Love your forthright honesty. Happy that you're spreading Odissi in a foreign land. Keep up the hard work. God bless. Love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
So coming back to the craziness and Ashu's comment, is there some memory from Nithyananda that you want to share? Something about some crazy memory?
Yeah. So actually, the thing is, in Nithyananda, when the dancers are dancing, that itself is so crazy. I always say, dude, they are dancing crazily. So you understand, like. So the thing is, as we did not really get time to spend, but obviously I met Ashu, I met Sonali, and last time I met you, and then I met Paridhi last time. But before that, when I came in, I met so many people, and the best part about Didi is, what I learned is, let's click a picture. Like she'll remove time out of her all busy schedule and that 1 hour that we have. She'll be like, let's click pictures. And I've got that habit. So I make sure that I click all the pictures with my students because that's come from her. So that's something amazing. And yes, in Nithyananda, as I told you, everything is so amazing. Yes, I can't say crazy always, but yes, I keep seeing your dances and the food that y'all eat. So I really don't get time to spend, and I don't get to be part of that craziness. But definitely, I will try my best.
Next time
So
you
I
should
don't have
plan your
really,
visit around
yes,
one of these occasions, when we celebrate Ma'am's birthday or Eid or any such
yeah, something
occasion, you
like
should. That will be nice.
yes.
That'll be nice. Okay. Bhavna, I noticed some paintings on the wall. Were those made by you?
No, I'm not a painter.
Okay, I was just
I'm
curious to
an
know if
artist, but not an artist.
only a performing
That
artist.
is that painting is one painting. Another is a wall art. I'll
Okay,
just
okay, okay. I was just curious
so
if
the
there are.
painting right there
Hmm.
is gifted by my friend, which clearly says Odissi on the top.
Yeah.
Then there's Bollywood, and there is like a partner dance and yoga at the
Oh,
lower.
right. Okay, it's like a personalized creation for you, right? It reflects all the
Yeah,
things you are
my
doing.
friend gifted me.
That's very nice. That's
Yes.
nice. That's nice. Thanks for explaining that to us.
But
Tell us
I wish
more
I was
about.
a painter.
But seriously, you already have so many talents. I think we have time to take a couple more questions. So, audience, if you have any questions,
Yes,
please
sure.
post them. Meanwhile, one more question of mine. So, you did mention your mom was a dancer, and there is some family background in dance, right? And definitely that has shaped your foray into dance as well, right? But has at any point have you at any point felt that it's too much dance? Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, a lot of times. Like just when I was going through a phase where, as I told you, I was lazed up and all, I told my husband that dance is stressing me out. Like it's not something I'm enjoying. I don't know why. After coming here, obviously, it was just stressing me a lot. If you see from childhood, my whole family background, like if you see, my mom's a Bharatanatyam dancer, my dad's a Bhangra folk dancer and a teacher also. He used to teach in my school. He plays and he sings and all. So I grew up like that. So it was already too much of dancing, and I'm happy that it came in me. But there was always a fight between going into reality show and showing your self and being just the teacher to masses. And I chose the other way around because my mom was not very keen on me going in a dance industry. She said, "Jana hai ja, karna hai kar, padhai pura kar." Simple. So I was luckily a very intelligent student also. I actually wanted to become a radio jockey, and as you see, I want to talk all the time, or a journalist. But somehow, dance just I followed dance. So at some point, like there's always a thought that dance is becoming too much. But again, I cannot give up onto dancing for any reason. So too much sometimes, yes, but like out of 365 days, maybe 1 or 2 hours. I will say that.
So
Not
overall, it's been a
always.
positive influence.
Absolutely positive from the and dance actually uh, gives you friendships, give you spiritualism, give you everything that you need as a human when you grow,
Right,
and
right.
especially classical dances.
And you were mentioning
So that is
your students are going live immediately after this performance of yours.
no, actually not my student. There is Aditi student, and
Okay.
there is a student of Dr. Sangeeta Rajan. So she's my niece who is going.
Okay,
She
okay,
started
okay.
doing at the age of 3 and a half. So now she's 11. So I am trying through there is a series that I'm following on my Facebook. There is chat series where I talk to people like as we are having conversation. So some inspirational ladies or men or anybody. Then there is something called musical melodies twilight where I invite artists who play music and all. And there's Dance It Out, which has been my annual function's name always because I had a mix of all the dance forms. So today is the first series of Dance It Out where I'm going to show Odissi to people through youngsters.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful.
that is
So many
something.
nice initiatives. Bhavna, it's amazing how you manage all these things. Really, hats off to you.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, I don't see any more questions coming up, and I think you also have that coming up in another 10 minutes, right?
Yes. No
So we
problem.
can
That's okay.
slowly wrap this up. Anything you want to
Yes,
see?
sure.
You've like you've been speaking. I think your experience in dance, your exposure to various types of dance is quite high, right? You've been in multiple ways as a student, as a teacher, as a part of a dance family, right? So considering all that background and treasure trove that you have, what is your message to all the dancers out there? I'm not just saying kids, but all dancers out there.
So I would like to say that dance is something everybody should learn, and there is nothing called two left feet. Once there are sometimes there are born dancers, sometimes there are trained dancers, and dance will actually soothe you down, calm you down. It's a stress reliever, any form of dance you do. But try to get into dancing. I'm not saying professionally, but you can at least try it out. It's a very good form of exercise, and it's an enjoying form of exercise. So you will not always have the stress of body aches and pains because you are so excited when you dance. And it goes to any form of dancing. And I would like to tell everyone that once in a lifetime you have to learn one form of classical dance, no matter what. So I have been giving that message to everyone, for that matter, even the youngsters who come to me for Bollywood. As I told you, they're good, great dancers, and if I see potential, I try to tell their mothers, I cannot teach them Bollywood anymore. They're good. If you want, let's start with
Odissi.
classical. So message is only that you should not stop practicing. Of course, there are phases in life where you completely give up. Like I had given up for like 3 to 4 years. I gave up Odissi. I said I don't want to do this. There is no exposure. There is nothing good is happening. I had become a little bit negative about classical dancing. But don't do that. You should have patience. The fruits, it's like, you sow the seed, then, it will reap later on. So it's something like that. So take it easy, especially when you're learning something like contemporary, classical, ballet. It takes time. Like in ballet, people usually, kids are like, we are just doing point, we're just doing flex. Yes, for 2 years, you should be doing that. In classical, for like many years, you should be only doing steppings and basics that
Sure,
I'm
can say
doing
that.
right now. Again, got that too. So
Very
something like
nice.
that, we should have patience. Just keep going and take one form of classical dance, no matter what, at any age. So that's my message to everyone as a teacher.
Thank you, Bhavna, for that heartfelt message. I think it meant a lot, and it conveyed something to all groups, right? Right, be it people who are dancers, people who are not dancers,
Not
youngsters,
dancers, yeah.
older people. It conveyed something to all groups. Thank you so much, Bhavna, for your presentation
Thank
today
you.
and for this interaction. I
Thank
really had a nice time. I hope you did too. And thanks to all the audience
you.
who have tuned in.
Thank
I'll
you.
exit. You can conclude, Bhavna.
Just one thing I wanted to say is this sari is gifted by Madhu when I
Oh,
came
wow.
last in September. I've been wanting to tell that. I said, I have to tell that. And I wanted to only wear that. I was like, I am going to wear that. I am going to wear
It
that.
looked really
Thank
nice
you,
while you were
Madhuji.
dancing.
Thank you, everyone who's given me lovely, lovely comments. And it really means a lot. I don't know when this day will come again, but definitely soon. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
audience.
Bhavna.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Meenakshi,
ma'am.
for coordinating with me for like 2, 3 days continuously.
No, it was my
Thank you.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day to
Thank you, Nithyananda.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. It was indeed my pleasure to be a part of Nithyananda, Anupadam, and Nitya Samvad. And thank you very, very much for lovely comments.